Hi there, I'm Deanna from MacArthur Public Library, and welcome to Cooking Seasonally in Maine. Today we're going to make a delicious loaded baked potato soup. This is potato and leek. I belong to a CSA farm share, and I happen to get leeks in my farm share box. I'm going to show you how to prepare those. And I got potatoes. So I have the ingredients that I need, and if you're not part of this farm share, this is stuff you can pick up right at your grocery store or at a winter's farmer market. I'm going to show you how to prepare a leek because this may be an ingredient that you haven't worked with before, or maybe you have. This is what it looks like, and this is the only part you're going to use. So we're going to cut the top off. So this part gets discarded. So the stem part is what you're going to use. First of all, you're going to want to rinse the whole thing really well. So these have a tendency to be a bit sandy, so rinse it really well. Cut the top off to discard. And then you're just going to slice this up. Do this here. So you're just going to cut it in rings. So the first thing you want to do is make a claw. And always hold your vegetable like a claw. So that way when you're cutting, I don't know if you can see this, but the knife protects my knuckle protects my fingers from the knife. So you're just gonna chop that up, and you move your hand back as you chop, and you don't want any cut fingers. So this is what it looks like. You're just gonna get these nice little rings, and they come apart like an onion. So they're just little O's. So then what you want to do is after you cut these, you're just going to put them in a bucket of water and kind of soak them and mix them with your fingers. I like to separate the O's. And this is to get out any residual dirt that might be hiding in that stem. So I just soak this for a little bit. Like I said, I mix it with my hands a little. And then all of the dirt that is trapped in there, it's just going to sink to the bottom of your bowl. So then you'll just scoop out your nice clean leeks at the top. I put them in a strainer and give them a final rinse for good measure. And that's it. So that's as easy as that, preparing the leeks. So for this recipe, after you've prepared your leeks, I let them sit in the strainer for a while and dry out really well. And then you're going to melt a stick of butter in your soup pot and add your leeks. You're going to cook those for 4 or 5 minutes. And then I've used about 4 cups of potatoes. These also came in my farm share. And I've just rough cut them into chunks. So it's about 4 cups. And then you're going to add chicken broth, about 3 cups of chicken broth. And then you're just going to simmer this until the potatoes are tender. So if they're fork tender, oops, I'm making a mess. If they're fork tender, if you can stab a fork into them, I usually take one out and eat it. And if it's the right consistency, like a potato that you would normally eat is, it's ready to go. Then you can either use an immersion blender. I don't have one of those. I have this neat contraption called a Foley food mill. So you can use one of these. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I have 2 of them. I make applesauce with them. I got them at flea markets and then just cleaned them up really well. And they're amazing because it pushes the food through like a strainer. If you don't have any of these, you could put it in your blender, or you could just leave it a little bit chunky. Just use your kitchen whip or a masher and just kind of rough mash your potatoes in there. What I like to do is I scoop out some of the chunky material first and set it aside. Then I put this through the Foley food mill and then add it all together. So there are some chunks and within the smooth pureed soup. So after you get the soup to the consistency that you want, you're then going to add about a half a cup of heavy cream. So not half and half, but the good stuff here, heavy cream. And then, set this aside. the best part is you get to garnish here. So this is why they call it loaded baked potato, because you're going to add everything that you would like on your baked potato right onto your soup. So I today have bacon and some shredded cheese and scallions. You could add whatever you like. You could put some sour cream on there. It's all going to be delicious. So I will post a photo when this is done, and I'll also post the recipe so you have all of the how-tos. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you add salt and pepper to that too, just like you would a baked potato. Okay, so we will see you next time. Take care.